So by now, we all know that it seems like the World War III is inevitable. It's just a matter of a few buttons here and there, a few statements here and there, and a few confrontations. But before that, we really pray that that does not happen. In today's episode, it comes again to that point where citizens are really tired of this war. Like, the Americans want to distance themselves and do not want to involve themselves in this. I'm speaking about the American citizens, not of course as a nation, because as a nation, they've already involved themselves in the 3 attacks on the Iranian nuclear sites in the mountains, and also Iran retaliating by attacking the US military base in Qatar. So it seems like it's game on. Let's take a listen.
If you don't like President Trump, then you should move.
Y'all could have took your own advice in 2020 when Joe Biden became the president of the United States of America, but instead you guys stormed the Capitol and got police officers unalived. Pot meets kettle.
Yeah, we ain't in it. We ain't in it. Especially folks look like me. Again, not my size now, but my skin. Us ain't none of us in it. I'm talking about in that. Ain't none of us in it.
So, Shamar, come here. You, Donald Trump, as you would say.
Shamar got to get the first round.
Putin, United States of Geneva, y'all get in the field. Leave us out of it. We don't pick our cotton.
Dear Iran, black folks, black women especially, and most of black men don't got a damn thing to do with Trump. We don't fuck with him. 1600 is the magic number. I can't say addresses here, but it's very prevalent on Google where he is. He loves to bring his ass up here to New Jersey and play golf. Please don't come up here to New Jersey. That's in Bedminster. Go up there. But it's people that I love up there live up that way. Like, get him. He did this shit. Like, don't punish the rest of us that don't even fuck with him. Punish his supporters. All them go to one of his rallies. This is what y'all do. Plan a rally like for Trump and all them motherfuckers that show up. There you go. Because we don't have nothing to do with this. We don't give a fuck.
Trump supporters, y'all have to call Trump out. I mean, we are on the precipice of another big war. Okay, it's Israel and Iran now. I mean, listen, the liberal people have been calling him out from the beginning. And don't get me wrong, I'm a person who's very objective when it comes to politics. And I was very critical of the previous administration. But what's going on right now with these wars continuing on and Trump being the biggest ally of Israel, which, you know, no matter where you side, you know, again, I'm just not for wars, okay? But the people who support Trump have got to call him out. I already seen Candace Owens do it. But the hypocrisy is real, man. He said he was going to have these wars done in 24 hours and, you know, they were going to have the deals done. And listen, it's only been, 5 months? But at the same time, you know, nothing has been done. And these wars are continuing on. Inflation is going to continue to go high when these wars are happening. And who's going to suffer? The American people. And that was my biggest gripe with the previous administration. And so you got to keep that same energy. And so, yeah, MAGA people, Trump people, y'all need to call Trump out. Like, y'all need to say something to your boy.
Iran, please know the difference between Washington, D.C. and Washington State. Because I speak for the Washingtonians. We don't want no problems. We don't want no smoke. We ain't even vote for that motherfucker, okay? Y'all, I'm just saying, know the difference.
They do not like you. They hate you. They want you to die.
So do you. So do you. You're a white man in America. Y'all want everybody to die. Y'all don't like women. Y'all hate LGBTQ people. You guys hate black people. You hate Mexicans. You hate Asian people. The white man hates everybody in America. You got you a guy who literally is a physical embodiment of your people. You voted for him. Who are you to sit here and speak on anybody else in any other country talking about some they hate us? Oh, the people in Iran, they hate you. Why are you advocating for them? You kidding me? You're a white man. It don't get more dangerous than you. It don't get more unlikable than you. And not only you're just any white man, you're a white man who voted for a rapist. I'm sorry. Who do you think you're talking to? You guys want to take away women's rights to make decisions on their own bodies. But you want to talk about Iran and how they treat women in their country. Baby, I'm not from Iran. I don't live in Iran. I don't talk to nobody from Iran. I live in America. And in America, you're enemy number one. Point blank, period.
Well, guys, looks like we woke up to being at war with Iran this morning. Yeah, the president of peace, the one who swore he was going to be the peacetime president, that he was going to end wars in 24 hours, and that there will be no more endless wars in the Middle East, has now bombed Iran for nukes that his own intelligence says they do not possess. And after the bombing, Iran announced that they hit nothing, that they had already moved the stuff that they targeted because they knew Trump was going to do this. They moved it days ago. So, you put us in a war that we have nothing to do with. You lied saying that they had nukes over there when your intelligence says they're nowhere near building a nuke in Iran. That's what your intelligence said. Just like your intelligence told you Trump that Putin interfered in the election, and you lied and said he didn't. You sided with him. Not only did he put us in a war, he did it illegally. There's a process, a legal process the president has to go through to declare war, to strike another country. It's called the 50 USC. He's supposed to follow this protocol where he has to contact the what they call the group the 8, and that is the leaders of both parties, Republicans, Democrats, senators, and Congress. He only informed the Republicans. He broke the law. So now he went rogue, he broke the law, and he put us at war. And now we have to sit here with bated breath, wondering when the retaliation is going to hit. Because if you think Iran is not going to, retaliate, you got another thought coming. Not only that, Iran is going to have allies who hate the United States. There are Iranians in the United States as we speak. Is it great again yet? Is this the great part? Is this the great part, Trump supporters? Is getting what you want worth all this? Is your little fucking tax cut? Is this worth the lives it's finna cost? Is this worth the blood that's finna be on your hands? Because the blood is coming. And it's definitely gonna be on your hands. Trump supporters run around hollering, make America great again. This is on you. You dragged us into another war because you dragged that man into that office.
From being something that all the US citizens were calling it out to being something that it has now developed to be arresting is kind of ridiculous at this point. But again, I get the point. Like, the black people just do not want any part of this war. They're just innocent. They just want to go in and about their day. And it's more of all the US citizens, all the world. Like, we the citizens who do not want any stake in that war, we would be affected directly or indirectly with it. And it seems like Americans are tired. They all acknowledge how this Middle East conflicts do stretch for long. Like, both parties are stubborn. For instance, we've seen Donald Trump calling for ceasefire, and then hours later we see Israeli attacking Iranian airspace, also Iran attacking Israel. These people are violating the alleged agreement that Donald Trump had announced on Truth Social just a few hours later. And it seems like these are not the people that you want to involve yourself with, because imagine getting yourself all in this war, and then of course they might be having proxies here in the United States, and it would be a really big blow if they would start similar attacks to 9/11 and things like that, which is very possible. It's something that you can't say that cannot happen. This is what worries the US citizens so much. Also, for those young males who have no medical history, these people just want to go to school, they just want to do their business, they just want to pursue their dreams. If worse comes to worse, these are the very people that are gonna be drafted, and you're gonna be drafted forcefully against your will. It's just like black people are tired of this thing and they are airing their voices. But before we even come back with more commentaries, let's take a listen to more of the netizens' opinions.
Send MAGA to the front lines of the war. Who else are we gonna send? The pink hair warriors, 700-pound couch potatoes.
You about 2 empanadas away from a heart attack. And you're gonna sit here and comfort somebody else's weight. Also, you voted for a man that dodged the draft because of bone spurs. And you coming for other Americans who said they don't want to fight the white man's war. It's giving hypocrite.
I would like to just direct this to Iran. Hi. Now, I know my people have covered and told y'all that we not a part of the mess that's going on. We not a part of that man backing whatever he doing. We don't have no say so over none of that stuff, right? Now, I know that you adjusted it. At first you said everybody can get it, and then you said just he can get it. Now, if I can just ask just for a small little favor, just a little one, I just ask that if you gonna get him, get his whole team, okay? Get the whole MAGA, and it ain't hard to find. They talk about, they talk about the LGBTQ plus wearing their flags and all that. They not hard to find because they're going to have on a MAGA shirt, a MAGA hat, a MAGA decal, a MAGA this, MAGA that. Get all the MAGAs, okay? If y'all going to do y'all big one, just do us that solid and we'll pick up where we'll pick up from there and we'll get right from there. But yeah, that was just a small request from a person who is trying to save her own life and her people. All right, y'all be blessed. All right, love y'all. Amen.
Let us be clear and let us understand this is now Trump's war. This is now Trump and MAGA. This is what MAGA voted for. This is what white evangelicals voted for. This is Trump's war. Trump is at war with Iran. Trump has decided to defend Israel, who is producing genocide in Gaza, and Israel is going to pay. On the world stage, Israel is going to pay. And America is going to pay. There is going to be war. There is war. Iran's not going to back down. Would America back down? If someone bombed us, would America back down? Iran has 92 million people. This is Trump and MAGA's war. This is what these nuts voted for. No black, no brown, no Latino, no Asian person should fight against any Arab nation. No black, brown, Asian, Latino, Native American should die for the state of Israel. Let the people who voted for Trump, let them go and fight this war. It is better for every black, brown, Asian, Latino, Native American to go to war. Do a Muhammad Ali. Do not be a part of supporting the genocide state of Israel. Don't be a part of that. Look how evil Trump is. Trump has gone to war with Iran at the same time he has divided America. This is not like 9/11 where Americans came together. No, Trump has divided Americans. Trump has pitted Americans against Americans. And he has his Gestapo, his ICE agents, kidnapping people, chasing people down like it's a slave trade, like it's a runaway slave,
Trump is evil. This is what white evangelicals brought into existence. This is what MAGA brought into existence. And this is what the majority of white males and the majority of white females brought into existence. This is their war. This is their war. This is Trump's war. And he's already lost. He's already lost. He has already lost public opinion, worldly public opinion. And Israel is being destroyed as we speak.
At this point, many black Americans have expressed a desire to distance themselves from the Iran-Israel conflict and the US involvement in it. This is because of historical, political, and cultural reasons. While the views may vary widely across the community, there are some key themes that have emerged which are common among the black American community. Number one has been the issue of skepticism of the US foreign policies, where these people have realized that the long-standing critique among many black Americans and that the US foreign interventions often prioritizes geopolitical interest over human rights. This was disproportionately affect communities of color both abroad and at home. Like I said, being drafted and shit like that. And the recent US strikes on Iran ordered by President Trump without involving the Congress, this has really been condemned by several black members of Congress as being unconstitutional and being reckless, and they just want to distance themselves. The black people also want to focus on domestic justice, where many black Americans feel that the US government should focus more on addressing systemic racism, political violences, and economic inequalities at home here, rather than engaging in a costly foreign wars that we don't know their end date. There is a sense that the military spending often comes at the expense of investing in things like education, healthcare, infrastructure, which is undeserved infrastructure in these marginalized communities. Also, there is historical disillusionment where in wars like the Vietnam, that went to Iraq, black soldiers have always served disproportionate numbers, yet their communities have often borne the brunt of the social and economic fallout. Their legacy fuels a deep wariness of being drawn into another difficult conflict, and it does not feel like it's their fight. Yes, because we know the people are gonna be drafted there, and to be recognized, that is gonna be another issue. Also, the Pan-African and anti-colonial solidarity of some black Americans view that the Middle East conflict through a lens of anti-imperialism and solidarity with oppressed peoples. They feel like the Iranians also have the obligations to defend themselves, especially if they were attacked first, they were provoked first. They feel like there is a need to protect each other as black community, but also have a broader critique of the militarism and occupation in these Middle Eastern states. Lastly, the media representation and mistrust among the black community is very high, and this has caused frustration with how the mainstream media frames the conflict. It often ignores the voices of the people of color or oversimplifying the complex histories, which further fuels a desire to step back and question the dominant narratives that all the United citizens are all in this war. They just do not want to be a part of this. It's not even about apathy, it's about agency. Many black Americans are choosing to engage with global issues on their own terms, not just through the lens of US foreign policies, but they want to address this issue differently as black community, as black Americans. Guys, what do you think about this? Do you think Americans should fight this war together, or do you think that the black community has a right to distance itself from this conflict that they feel like it does not involve them? Let me know your opinions and your thoughts in the comment section down there below. Also, don't forget to check the original creators. Their usernames have been embedded in the Stitch videos as always. Go on to their TikToks, follow, like for this channel. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for this video. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on post notifications so that you may not miss my next upload. And with that, guys, let me meet you in the next one. Peace out.